Hi, in this video I'm gonna go over three quadratic examples. They are basically word problems, and this will be the last thing we're gonna do for quadratics. Okay, now I want you guys to pause the video and go over the question that we have on the screen. Okay, welcome back. So I hope you guys understand what the question is asking us to do. So we have a farmer, and he's sort of making a garden, a rectangular garden, and the amount of fence that he has is 100 meters. Right? So this is how much he has in total. Right? This is how much he has in total. Now, if for part A, they're asking us, if the garden is x meters wide, find the length and the area of the garden in terms of x. Right? So in terms of x means we're going to we're going to express the garden in some sort of expression. Okay, so for part A, let's kind of sketch a diagram first. So here I have a rectangular garden, and let's say it is x meters wide. This is my x meters wide, and let's say this is my L. Let's let L represent my length. Then this is my garden, and they want us to find the length and the area of the garden in terms of x. So if this is L, that would also be L, right? Because the top and bottom must be the same. And if this is x, then this will also be x. Okay. So, and I have a total of 100 meters of fence to build this garden right here, right? To build this garden right there. So I can say x plus L is equal to 100. That makes sense, right? Because that's how much fence I have, and I'm going to use this amount of fence to make these four sides. And I can simplify this. This becomes 2x plus 2L is equal to 100. Put that there. Okay. And I can factor the 2 out. I will have x plus L is equal to 100. So x plus L, I can divide 2 on both sides, I get 50. Right? And they want us to express the length and the area. Right? So the length in terms of x will be L is equal to L is equal to 50 minus x. Okay. Now what's the area going to be then? My area is equal to my length times my width, right? My area is equal to length times width. So my L is already, I know my L in terms of x is 50 minus x. So I can replace my L with 50 minus x. My width is just x. So in terms of my area, in terms of x will be 50x minus x squared. Okay, so this is my length, and this is my area. All right, and that's for my part A. Now for my part B, they want us to find the width of a garden with an area of 525. So they are saying that I know I want the area to be equal to 525, and they want us to find the width. Back in part A, we have just found the expression for area, so I'm going to put that expression here. Right? So this is going to be 50x minus x squared. And I'm going to solve for x, so I'm going to have negative. So let's bring everything to the left hand side. I will have x squared minus 50x minus 525 is equal to 0. Again, and then you can put this in the calculator. Right? Let me open up my calculator. Okay, so I think it's good for you. I think you guys should also take out your calculator and just kind of follow along the instructions I have here. So once you turn on your calculator, you should see something like that. and then go to your y equals 2, and just put in your equation. So this is x squared minus 50x. Oh, sorry. X squared minus 50x minus 525. And that's it. This is the graph that we're going to draw, and we're going to find the x value that makes this 0. So I'm going to go to my graph, and I'll be looking for my zeros. So I see something there, but I don't see the entire parabola. So I'm going to zoom out just to make sure I see the big picture. I still don't see the other side, so I'm going to zoom out further. Alright, so there you go. Now we have a 0 there and a 0 there. And that's exactly what I'm going to look for. So I'm going to just click on my second and then trace. Right, that will bring, and then I'm going to go to 0. And they will ask us which zero are we looking for. So let's find this one on the left first. My left bound is somewhere on the left of the point I'm trying to look for. So I'm going to choose that point. And then my right bound is somewhere on the right of the point I'm looking for. And then just go with some guess value. It doesn't matter. So the 0 is at x is equal to negative 8.9. So x is equal to negative 8.91, I think. 8.91. And another one, second calc again, and then go to your 0. Now this time I'm going to go to the right. There you go. So a little bit on the left, a little bit on the right, and then just guess anything. So the other 0 is at 58.9. So this is at 58.9. So when my x, I hope you guys still remember what does my x represent. My x represents my width, right? So when my width is equal to negative 8.91, or when my width is equal to 58.9, that's when my area will equal to 525. But however, we can't choose this. This is not part of the solution. Why? Because we cannot have a length of a negative, right? So therefore, the 58.9 is my final solution. So when my width is equal to 58.9 meter, that's when my area is equal to 525. Okay, this is my final answer. Okay. Part C. Let's do part C. This is the last part. And in fact, I might have to make another video for the other two examples. So let's finish this and we'll be done with this video. Part C, find the maximum area, right? Find the maximum area. This is something that you guys will always be asked on. Find the maximum area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my calculator again. But this time, the area, don't be confused by part C and part B. In part B, they gave us the area of 525. But right now, they want us to find the maximum area. Right? So there is a way to build this garden in a way that the area is going to be even more than 525. So my area is equal to 50x minus x squared. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my graphing calculator to find my maximum point. Right? So if you think about this, let me rearrange this equation here. This is equal to negative x squared plus 50x, right? And you might be asking, why do I have to rearrange that? Because when my quadratic equation is in standard form, I can see my leading coefficient. And when my leading coefficient is negative, my parabola opens down, correct? So which means I should have a max value. I should have a max point. And that's exactly what I'm going to look for on my calculator. So right now, x squared minus 50x. Okay. So I'm going to clear this. I'm going to clear that, and I'm going to put that equation in there, which is negative. Do not use this minus sign, okay? This is negative. The negative is there. It's a very common mistake made by students. So I'll use the negative right there. Negative x squared plus 50x. I'm going to graph that. And then just wait. And we see this parabola going up. So my vertex, my vertex or my maximum point is somewhere up there. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit to make sure I can see the vertex or the maximum point in this case. There you go. My vertex is right there. All right. So now you go to second calc, and we are going to find the maximum. Again, they'll ask you guys to choose the left and right bound. So left bound is somewhere on the left of your vertex. So I'm going to go there. And the right bound is somewhere on the right of the vertex. I'm going to click that. The guess value doesn't matter, somewhere close to it. So my maximum point is at 24.99999. So which is, I'm just going to say that's 25. Right. So my vertex is at 25. And the volume during that time is 625. 625. Okay, so we need to know what the values here mean. So what does that mean? I hope you guys know what that is. That is, what does my x-axis represent? Right? If you think about this, what does my x-axis represent? My x-axis represents the width, right? What about my y-axis? My y-axis represents the area, correct? Because that's the equation that we have here. My x represents the width, and my y represents the area. So let's come back to here. So when I have a vertex of this is how long this is my length. This will be my width. This is when my width is equal to 25 meter. I will have a maximum area, and the maximum area will be 625. So the answer is 625 meter squared. Okay, that's it. I'll show you guys the other two examples in the next videos. But for now, if you have any questions, please write it down, and I'll help you guys out in class. Bye-bye.